Okay, here's my little attempt at an 8-track repair video. Some of the things you probably want to have before you get started. Splice block, they're really handy. They're worth their weight in gold. Roll of splice tape. I bought this one like 2 years ago and I'm still working on it, so it's cheap. Any metal tools that you're using, try and find stuff that's not magnetized. And how do you know if it's magnetized or not? You can get yourself a fancy magnetometer, or you can use one of these. It's from the dollar store, a little compass, and they're actually quite good. They can tell you if anything that you're using has any magnetic properties at all. And probably going to need some 8-track pads. I got mine off of eBay from a seller named K Perry 4, and he has the foamy ones with sticky back, and he's got felt strips that are sticky backed. One of the first things you should do before you try and reef any tape out is you should probably grab something and feed the tape a little bit. I'm using a pencil on the roller and just running the tape a bit to make sure it's not tangled inside. Sometimes when the carts have been jostled around a lot, the reel will go backwards a little bit. The tape will get wound around in there and get all tangled up. So once you're sure that the tape's reasonably free, you can take your little stick and pull some tape out. If the tape doesn't want to come out, you can try winding some more, and if it still doesn't work, it's probably just that the tape is getting worn out. There's not much graphite left on it, and therefore it's probably not very useful. Once you get the tape out of the way a bit, you can get under the old pad, pry it up, pull it out. Sometimes it'll come apart in there, so having some Q-tips is handy and some isopropyl alcohol to clean up. This one's relatively clean, so you don't have to worry too much. The little pads I was showing you, you could probably use them like this, but I usually cut them into 3 pieces when we're repairing a cart that hasn't been taken apart. Getting them in there takes a little patience and practice. You want to try and do your best to line it up with the tape. It has to be under the tape to support it. Once you've been do this for a while, you got a little practice. It doesn't take very long. Actually, that one's a little too long for this. I'll use the other one. Stick that one in there. Squish it down so this one's got new pads. This extra loop of tape, just pull it in the direction of play and it will self-tighten. Basically, you get it down till there's almost nothing, and then you can feed it in there. This is a good trick. If you don't have long Q-tips, you can cut it in half and stick it on the end of your bamboo stick, and then you can get into your 8-track player. Okay, so this one here has the splice already showing. And when we're doing the splices, get some tape out. That one fell apart while I was playing with it. Okay, the tail on the roller side, I usually put in a splice bottle first, so it ends up on the bottom. And tape end opposite the roller can go on top of that. And I've been cutting my splices with the angles opposing each other. That way when I look later on, I remember if I've spliced it yet or not. This one needs pads as well, I believe. It doesn't take too long once you've done this a few times. It looks like it's going to come apart. Nope, got it out. One piece. Oops. Anyways, pads will be the same as before. One of the other tricks I've picked up lately is I bought myself a set of reverse pliers, and they come in handy when you're trying to get the card open. You can stick that reverse plier in the opening at the front, put a little pressure on it, and then when you release the pins, I find it's easier to initially get the card open. The only downside to this right now is I haven't managed to get these demagnetized very well. They're still a little hot. Another useful thing is some kind of lubricant that's plastic friendly. This stuff's rubber grease. It's the body shops use it on the car door rubbers to stop squeaks and stuff. Sometimes I'll put that in the A-tracks on the capstan posts just to make them run a bit smoother. And I think that's about it.